mainly I'm concerned about what's the next steps. So here probably we are in a good position to discuss nanofutures vis-a-vis what we are preparing for these common strategic framework for research and innovation. A lot of you are wondering how to continue this work, because this is a unique platform that really doesn't cover one sector or one product. It covers many sectors with different approaches. So NanoFutures was devised as an umbrella platform that covers all activities under nano. Okay, as such, it was difficult enough because it's trying to integrate different aspects of research, innovation, that a lot of the needs of the other people were really using nanotechnologies as a means to an end, rather than trying to promote nanotechnologies per se. So the approach was that, so the integration was one part, the innovation was the other, and the aim of that was to really come up with a number of nodes that really integrated all these needs into a unique expression that would help really to promote commercialization of nanotechnologies. I mean, that, for me at least, that was the main aim of NanoFutures, because in the end it represents how can industry utilize nanotechnologies to bring products to the market. Since then, through the various presentations and visits, I came across a number of initiatives. You know, Peter is running an initiative in Germany. It's called Cabo CNT Alliance. And for me, that's probably a pilot, a prototype that we can use in nanotechnologies. And we can use also to give expression to the nodes. So now that the nodes have been defined, we need these 5 nodes. We need to really identify what it is for, what kind of work does it represent, and how would it really promote nanotechnologies commercialization uptake. You heard yesterday the connection between the grand challenges and how nanotechnologies may contribute, but also you heard the claim and the demand that where are the benefits of nanotechnologies. So these two things are at the moment some way apart. So we need for the next years to prove that the benefits we expect without the risks are there, and we need to really give concrete cases and products that really would do this job. So taking the 5 nodes, design, modeling, and testing of materials, that's not, it's a horizontal issue. Probably it represents the industries that would be developing simulation tools. We develop software to do the design and manufacturing at the atomic level. The safety and sustainability is something which is a horizontal issue. It's been experienced by all the value chains and all the vertical product development efforts, but it has a different expression in each one of them. The micro-nanoscale manufacturing, probably it represents industrial products, so does structures and composites, and so does the coatings part. So what we have here is what we already had in Minam, plus a lot of other horizontal issues that we've raised during this integration workshops. So the integration workshops raise the issue of education, raise the issue of regulation, raise the issue of interdisciplinary and connectivity between the various actors, and raise the issue of commercialization. So all of which, standardization, so all of which have to be tackled somehow. Now, the key issue for me is exactly what are the objectives we're aiming at. And I think one of the tasks that I think you should really carry out as NanoFutures is really to put objectives to all these nodes. I can propose something which it's coming out of my insight into what is going to come, because this is not expressed as yet, because we have about 1.5 years to go until you see the final product emerging as the new CSF. But in the meantime, you're in a good position because of what you've done before to really align your outcome or your work to be in phase with what would be the requirements for the next CSF from 2013 onwards. So I don't know if there is another slide. Okay. So these exactly the expressions of what each of the nodes contain. Now, we're discussing last night how we should really give life and make it a service to the people who work in these areas. And one idea is that, you know, we have this Innovation Union flagship and the European Innovation Partnerships. One solid expression of how we should move and how we should really provide focus and objectives is to really define whether, if we can, from those 5 nodes, whether we can get innovation partnerships. Now, yesterday, Rob just mentioned, yes, but can we actually, you know, we cannot be the innovation partnership themselves. No, this is not what's been asked. What's been asked, that's my idea. Probably you can reject it. What we've been asked is that to identify the target and the various ways of reaching that target, because you would be getting competing approaches for the same target. So we don't want to exclude anybody, but we want to understand exactly what is the target that we're trying to really fulfill. And this target will contain a number of steps. Probably Peter can help me here and explain exactly what he has done in the CNT Alliance. Okay, in his case, starting from the carbon nanotubes, functionalize them, characterize them, and then in each step uses this step to go to the next stage until you get, let's say, a photovoltaic, or whether you have a complete windmill. Now, the issue here is that the nanofutures community contains a lot of industry, contains people from various regions, and all of them have their own agendas. So the thing is that makes it even more difficult to really create the conditions in which all these different interests just converge and expressed in one single objective. So, but this single objective we need to have. If we don't have this objective, we would have, as you see on the screen, very generic technology terms, which are semi-finished products or raw materials. We don't have the product. The product, in the definitions of what is to come, will define exactly how we meet the societal challenges. Take an example on the PVs. I mean, yesterday you saw that 3.5 type solar cells have the promise of 40% energy conversion efficiency, and you saw from Umicore they're working towards that aim because on concentrator cells, but that, in order to arrive there, more than 70 or 80% of what Umicore is going to put as an OEM comes from smaller companies, from value chains. So we need to have this kind of examples, and we have, for instance, the OLEDs. If you reverse it the other way around, you aim towards energy efficiency, so climate change, so a grand challenge with a product or a range of products that can be developed via different manufacturing routes with different patterns. So the thing is that there isn't one way of reaching a target, there are many ways. So the thing is that, so that we're not being accused of having a club or really promoting our own interests. So the thing is that the targets that you are willing to set would be the targets that probably Europe would have to really fulfill in the next years to come. Now, the way to do it is to combine not only nanotechnologies, but nanotechnologies with photonics, with advanced materials, with manufacturing, to a different degree, because everybody will come with an idea to combine its actors and the people in the alliance to really develop it. And we have to have competition so that teams do not work on a single way, because some approaches will work, others won't. Now, each one of these vertically integrated partnerships will have elements of safety, will have elements of characterization, will have elements of modeling. I mean, we have multi-scale modeling now on a Russian call, and we're trying to really devise exactly how we can bring multi-scale modeling capability in the hands of the SMEs, but this can only be done if you have these facilities in a hub which use high-performance computing and use all the ab initio methods and models we have over the years to really design an OLED. So we need to really think exactly about these various steps, and we need to really identify exactly who's going to do it. So this is not an easy task, because in the end we need to know exactly the capabilities in everyone's region of who is able to provide what part of the value added, and whether they are at an excellent position to do it better than the competition. So that's a difficult task. It's like setting really one against the other, but also bring something else which is very close to what we like to do, is that the smart specialization concept of the regions. Regions as innovation ecosystems, which they try to combine, the university, you have like Veneto and so on. They have regions in which they've already done it with universities, with companies, and with networking at the national, European and international level to really increase the competitiveness of that region's industrial people, and also increase the level of knowledge and move further up the growth ladder. So the task I see as coming out of this workshop today is probably whether we can move this way. I'd like you to debate that, and I think we have a lot of examples how it could be done, but I think it has to have concrete objectives, identify the steps, identify who would be the people who would really carry it out, and identify sometimes how long it would take. Our promise from our part is to really provide this simplified, continuous, unique environment from research to innovation. And if something is ready to be in an innovation partnership, we will call for it. But in the meantime, we will support the technological part of development with smaller projects. But as you understand, an innovation partnership would have to have the critical mass, and would have to have exactly the talent and the flexibility in order to reach those targets. So that's what my message is to NanoFutures. We'd like to see it increase, and we'd like to see it also spread geographically. I know in Italy there was a big progress. The other thing which I want to say, certain member states, they already have nanotechnology commercialization plans. I think those member states will be much more easier to identify exactly those innovation partnerships, and then probably see whether we can do it together with those member states, and then probably other member states would follow, but also in the region. So it's a task, but we need to first have the objectives of what we really want to achieve, because nanotechnologists need the benefits to be seen and perceived to be working towards really fast. So that's why I'm here to discuss only the first time, because I have the observatory nano on the other room, so I need to jump on the other one. But I wish you nice working. It's a crucial time, and also discuss what kind of continuation would you like us to support you with. Come with a concrete proposal. And now that in the next thing, research and innovation is, brothers and sisters, sisters and brothers in the same thing, then we need to really provide, and you are an innovation platform, so you are well ahead, and you have 1.5 years to really define exactly what you want. Thank you for that, and I can answer questions.